Welcome back to part 3. To get to this stage, you can check out part 1 and part 2 of the install video. Part 3, we're going to go ahead and reskin everything. We got the heater transferred over to the new foam cushion. We get a lot of questions from people asking how the old cushion comes off the frame. It's really easy. It's not really attached to anything. The bottom's molded to the frame, so the whole piece will just come right off. It's real simple. This one has some cloth that's hooked on underneath. It's got one of those little Christmas tree deals. Just pull those off. So now the frame's separate. Old foam away. Got the new foam. It literally will just set right on top. That's all there is to it. Now, I'm going to take the new cover and we're going to start to hog ring it on. Turn the cover inside out like we got here. Flip it upside down. You'll see the new cover is going to have the little hog ring channels on its little fabric strip with a plastic trough on it. That's what the hog rings are going to hold on to here, and they're going to ring on to each spot in the foam cushion. So I'll start with the two middle sections, and then I'll do the outer sections. So, grab a hog ring, your pliers, okay. Get that centered up. Alright. Now when I'm starting the hog ring, I'll hook the hog ring through the little fabric strip on the cover itself. Get that started. And then I'll push it all the way down into the bottom, all the way down to the foam. And then when my hog ring has cleared the bottom bar, then I'll go ahead and bend it and ring it together. Now I'll show you what a hog ring looks like when it's crimped. It just bends into a triangle like that, so it loops all the way around it, that way it can't come undone. So that's what it looks like when it's crimped. So, grab the strip, hook the ring around the plastic of that strip, then push it all the way down underneath, get it underneath that bar in the foam. There we go. Ow! There we go. Now I'm going to flip around and get the back one. There's two in the back. You might want to have your snips out with you too, because every once in a while you could ring it on and you may not get it all the way around the bar and the foam cushion, so you may have to pull them off and start over. We'll snap that one now. We'll go down the sides. This is where it really helps to have a set of hog ring pliers. You can do it with the needle nose, but man, it's a real pain. And we've got those hog rings available when you check out. They're $6, man. They really help out a whole bunch. There we go. That one didn't hook well. Here we go. Okay. go. Okay, now, so we get all the hog rings on. Time to wrap the leather on. So we'll kind of smooth this out. Okay. I'm going to start at one of the front corners, either front, right, or left, doesn't matter each way. You can take your fingers and kind of match up with the double seam that's running down the cover. So you want to push the cover out, and you want to push in on the foam at the same time. So you pull everything tight, pushing the cover all the way to the corner here, and then we're going to start to roll it over the front. Once you get it started, bring your other hand in, kind of get it to roll over like that. This is going to get it tight on that corner. Do the same thing on this side. Fingers on the seams, push in on the foam, push it out on the leather. Get that to wrap. Yep. Let it go over. Okay. All right, back. Okay, now flip it over. We'll hook the clips on. Let's see if we need to make any adjustments. All right, whatever clip that I'm going to hook first, I'll have it pointing furthest away from me so I can pull it forward toward me. You got a lot more power pulling toward you. So the front clip, it's going to wrap around the front and clip here. So I'll grab, don't just grab the clip and pull. You want to grab the material and stretch, pull it toward you, and then pull that flap down to hook. There we go. If you just tug on that clip, it's going to be a real pain. So I'll turn it around 180 degrees. I'll do the same thing on the back. And if you need more slack, if you push down on the frame, it will compress the foam and give you a little more slack. There we go. Okay, that's on. Here we go. Here we go. All right, now that that's hooked on, we're ready to go and put the seat bottom pan back onto the frame. Okay, slide this over.
Got the top up here, and as you can see right here, remember that post that we took off earlier from the top? There will be a piece of vinyl in here like that. It's just like the factory. You go ahead and fold that back over so you can expose that post right there, just like that.
Now, we told you at the beginning of the video you'll need just a rag or a towel. Reason for that, you want to cover over this whole assembly while you're trying to get this post set. And I learned this the hard way on scratching up a cover. There's a lot of sharp pieces on the inside of this. You can gouge a piece of the new cover on the side. So wrap something around this so you don't nick it on something until you get this piece set here and you're getting ready to run the bolts over. Then you can take the
yeah, and we got the seat heater cable here, the lumbar cable here. Go ahead and feed those back through. Somebody can kind of catch that on the opposite side there. And also when you feed them through and you're about to get this post reset back on, make sure that these two cables are on the inside toward the inside of the seat, so you don't pinch these cables between the two metal brackets.
Okay, those are through. We'll lay this down.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Flip the seat back up.
All right, let's see.
Kind of look in there and make sure it's lined up. There it is. Just kind of give it a big bear hug on here. There we go. Flip it up. Like that. Go ahead and get your rag out here.
And when you pull the rag out, either have someone holding it in place so it doesn't slide around. So, because if you pull it out, then walk away from it, it could slip and cut something. So, as long as you're pretty close to where you're going to be when you're running the bolts, then you can go ahead and pull that rag out.
And you can kind of peek up under here, underneath the cover, and see where that bolt hole is. So just kind of get it close.
You don't have to trim out a hole; just run the screw through. It'll go right through it.
Yep. We'll get it started there, but not completely tight, so we can move the seat forward and back, just so we get the second hole lined up. And you can feel behind this frame underneath here, kind of see where it is. Yeah.
And once in a while, run a pick through it so you can make sure you're in the right hole.
And go ahead and tighten those all the way down. Flip this back up. We're out of time for part 3. Please check out part 4, where we're going to make the cuts in the side for the lumbar cables and get the seat frame all reattached, get the power track back on, and we'll show you how to reassemble that.